So here we are with our application, and the first thing I need to do is create a place where I can write the secret settings. So what I do is this. I create a new file and I call it settings. Well, there is no private directory already. So, well, but perhaps it's a good idea to make one. So let me make a new folder, okay, that I call private. And inside of this folder, I put a file that is called secret settings.py. Okay, this will be the place where we will put all the secrets that shouldn't be checked in with the code base. Okay, if you check them in the code base, it's a problem because you never want secrets and passwords to be inside the Git repository. So we have to be careful that when this asks me whether I want to add this into Google, into Git, I say no. Okay, not only, but I want to be careful to go into git ignore and say to please ignore everything that is in private. Okay, so it won't ask me again and it won't trick me into essentially creating a version of secret settings that is inside the repo. Okay, so this should be enough. Now, inside secret settings, what should I do? Let's look at settings a moment. So we see that here there is some code, is there or not, that tries to read from a secret settings file. Maybe it's not here actually. Oh, okay. It's actually in settings.py, and I don't think it should be here. Okay, so let me take these lines for the auth to Google client ID and client secret. Okay, I remove them from here and I put them in my secret settings because I think that's where they should be. Here I will be filling in my secrets. Okay, and I'm sorry I cannot show you my secrets, but I will be putting them here. So once I have created the file and I put the auth keys there into secret settings in the private folder, here I modify this line and I say from private secret setting, secret settings.py, no, secret settings import star. Now to make this work, I think I need here an init file, init.py, which I can leave empty, but it has to be there. Okay, so this will be so that I will be able to import things from secret settings. At this point I may want to test that this works. So if I try to run the application, run Py4Web, this succeeds, which at least means that the import goes through. Okay, so I have my secret keys. So the next thing I need to do is modify the layout to account for the fact that we don't have these login, register, yada yada buttons. We just have a login button and it has to direct us to login via the Google Cloud. So let me take care of that. We have here the layout, which is the master of all layouts, and I need to do a small edit to that. So this navbar end is the right end of the navigational bar, and it contains all these various items. For the moment I don't delete them, but I will. And I'm gonna cut and paste something that I have in another app I wrote for the same purpose and explain you what it is. Okay, and we should in this way obtain a better looking login system for OAuth. So what I have is something like this, okay, which says, so if the user is logged in, if globals get user, if the user is logged in, I will display the email of the user. Okay, and then I have I have these buttons always. If the user is logged in, there will be a button to log out, and if the user is not logged in, there will be a button to log in that I call sign in. You can decide how to call them. that actually directs to the Auth plugin, Auth to Google login. So you see the link to login is different. It used to be, where is it? Here, auth/login, and now instead we need to point to the plugin directly, okay? So I remove the rest of the code here, up to the right place, I guess. Yeah, okay. And so this should do as a better template. And believe it or not, we can already give it a try. So I can go to the localhost :800 Google Cloud example. This is my index page. It simply says hello, and it displays a sign-in button. And this sign-in button should enable me now to log in via Google Auth. So I press it for the very first time. And, well, so far so good. I click here. Wow, I managed on the first attempt. I'm not making it up. Maybe this O should be capitalized, but hey, we're in. And if I sign out, does it work? Yeah, this is quite amazing. It worked on the first try. I'm happy, you know, but it's quite incredible. So this is very good. At this point, we can develop our application locally. We already have the system of login that will be used in the cloud. And what we need to do is finish preparing the application, and then we can upload it to the cloud. Actually, we'll upload this empty application and show you what we need to do. But this is a very good start.